How affected do you think that the podcast / comedy landscape has been by there being this new emergence over the last couple of years of all these commentary channels and people who are sort of seeking to take the hours and hours and hours that you're doing of content throughout a week and then to consolidate those narratives into these tightly packaged videos? Do you think that that has changed the landscape for content creators like you?
No.
Because I thought of doing this interview because I was watching a video of somebody talking about you, and I was like, fuck, I would like to have a conversation with Bryan. I should hit him up. But I was like thinking, like, this is kind of strange that I'm not watching The Fighter and the Kid. I'm watching a video that's breaking down what's right or wrong with The Fighter and the Kid.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of videos like that.
Oh, you avoid this?
I've never watched them.
Oh, okay, that's smart. Yeah.
But it's not that it's smart. I think it's pretty flattering that there are enough people that hate or love us to make that many videos. So we had a big impact for a long time, and you know, we used to be so popular. Now we're not as popular, but that's young people who are being creative. They might be being negative, but maybe there's a lot to not like. Maybe there is a lot to criticize, you know, but that never bothers me.
But you don't wade into that.
No, I'm not going to watch it because part of it I might agree with, part of it I don't agree with, part of it might hurt my feelings, part of it might make me laugh. But I don't listen to good or bad things said about me.
Really?
And I especially don't listen to the good things because I don't want that to define me. Because what will happen is if you say something good about me, if I get a good review about something, I'm going to try to aim for that the next time. So I get very worried about that. I don't listen. I don't read comments. I don't do any of that because I don't see any positivity in it.
So
like I dropped my thing on Instagram and I heard the comments are very good. I don't care. I love it. Thank you. But I can't read it because I'm too sensitive. I'm going to want more of it.
Really?
And I can't get attached to likes.
I feel like 10 plus years of reading comments on every single thing I put out on YouTube has, everything.
Oh, you're right.
I will read every single comment on this. Yeah.
You will?
Yeah.
Dude, you're a sadist. Why? I mean, a masochist. Why would you do that to yourself?
Well, you're saying that it could so easily have such an effect on you. I don't really think it's going to have an effect on me.
Well, you might be inoculate yourself after a while. You're like,
that's what I'm saying. I would compare it to the fact that like a couple years ago on Twitter, I would almost never see someone dying, and now almost every morning when I'm looking at Twitter, I'm going to see like murders.
I don't like that.
Terrible, like the worst things you could ever expect.
I don't like that in my brain.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I know there's a reality to life, but facts are endless.
It's hard for me to remember life without seeing all this death on Twitter.
I know, and the problem is it takes you away from your best self. I like the expression, you know, maybe it's my expression, your best self is clearing his throat in the other room. And, you know, your job is to get to your best self, and you will. I know you will, Adam. I know you will. But you have to go through all this insanity. You have to go through. Your brain likes chaos right now. I do. It.
Like myself, like, and people always are telling me like you need to look at social media less. You shouldn't be on that shit as soon as you wake up, etc. Like I've always been a person my whole life where all I want. I used to be a person who would wait by the mailbox when I thought that I had a magazine coming.
Yeah, because it's the way you deal with your neurosis. Trying to sit still and do nothing. Try that sometime. You can't do it.
No,
it's
I'm
okay.
terrible at that.
Yeah, but you're going to have to come to that. And it will come to you if you don't come to it. And we are living in a time where if you're always, something's always, there's a podcast, there's music, there's your reels, there's the infinite scroll, there's stimulus. And I believe, and that's what my next special is about. I think that is as close to the devil as it gets. And it is
constantly being stimulated.
It's all noise,
really?
And it means nothing. And it's all it does is keep you from your true self, and it keeps you from truth, and it keeps you from the best version of yourself. So do I watch these videos? No, but I'm glad they're making them, even if they're bad, or even if they're mean, because it's young people who are creative and they're finding an audience, and they'll go from that to something else eventually.
But you don't feel like you're kind of operating in the dark in terms of like not really being fully aware of what the reaction is publicly to the stuff that you're doing? Like, I want to read the introspective comments that are pointing out why I was annoying at a certain point in the video, or, oh, Adam did a better job on this one, or this was the worst podcast I've seen in a long time. I really want to know.
No, I listen to this. First of all, I'm a good person. Second of all, I mean everyone, everywhere, all the best. Third, I know who I am. I don't need that validation.